Alright, greetings. Thank you for joining us. Brought to you by the Fifth Dimension. Looks like YouTube's still working. Alright, just uploaded Neutron's radio show, so we're doing good. Let's see if I can remember anything from it. Processing. This has been a rough week. It's been a hard week. It's been non-stop all week with work. It's like it's the holidays, and it's like hell week basically, unfortunately. So for questions, I'm on Wednesday still, so it is now Friday. So tomorrow, next day, I should be able to do a major catch up. So at least to get back to the 7 days. But man, I've not given a break. Work has just been one thing here, there, go. It just been sucks. So should be fine. It should be fine. On out. I'm up. Sometimes you can't clear your timelines as you like to, so you just have to go with it. So. Feel like a lot of archons that don't want me to be doing this anymore. Oh, you're too tired. Go to bed. Go to lay down. Screw people. All right. So tonight's broadcast. CIA. There's an article on the web that I did not post anywhere. With the same title. I point out because that's where the title is. I think on Vimeo it's in the same place too. So, let's see if I remember what it was. Jeez, I'm barely holding on here. Truth about CIA's illegal MKUltra experiment and Neptune channeling. Now, Neptune might come in through more than the CIA, possibly. But we're going to channel the CIA again and then go into Neptune stuff. So, yeah. Other than that, I can't think of anything. The world's all whatever it's doing. Slaves have a holiday coming up called Christmas. And yeah, it's a slave society. We're here to make a break for it. We're here to end that word and end the whole scenario of being chained down to a society of slavery. Obviously, most of the slaves don't want to hear it. We'd rather be programmed. The idea is to remove the programming and activate ourselves to go into the next dimension, the next realities. How you do that, you got to make a change. And it's not going to be very popular. And those that are saying, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you're not channeling this, not some of them are not ready to let go of this reality. They're holding on for dear life. Even those that are aware of all this, I'd rather hear all the channel messages and feel all fluffy and that they know everything. They have an IQ of 1,000 or more than that, but not really here to evolve. So they might say they're evolving, but I don't think they are. Because they're evolving, or if they're going to evolve, they're going to be better than everybody. Whatever works. So, it exists. It's out there. The idea is not to know, just know yourself, and who cares about knowing it. Good luck on knowing everything. Have fun with that. It's very human of you to do that. It's unfortunate. But, no, whatever you want to do. For those that are new to all this, IvanTower.com. We have private sessions throughout the week. We have this is the calendar. We have whatever this is. One had channel would be bizarre. You have Google Hangout doing channeling by phone. And the questions. This is where I'm at. Doing what I can. So on Wednesday, it is now Friday. Just once again, I'll be speeding up on that. We also have Spirit Social, same situation here. We have other channels and healers I do recommend. We also have the Social Network and the Rabbit. I don't draw this stuff. If I did, I'd probably lose my mind because I only have so much time. So I have an artist that works on this. There's always so much Ivan can do in one day. If I was doing that too, I'd probably explode. Jeez, it's been a really bad week. and it's December of slave holidays coming. Holiday for slaves is coming up, and I'm too tired to enjoy it. So yeah, the idea is to remove to break out of the prison and to free ourselves of everyday life, of traffic, of all this human stuff that we call normal. I mean, it's nice to know about the aliens, and it's good, but also the alien within, obviously, is what's most important. As you transition into the higher dimensions, and people are going to start to feel it more, grow within, and everyone's going to have their own version of seeing things. So, some really don't want this stuff out there. I'm sorry, just to keep getting that. Every once in a while, I get that impression. It's like, some really don't want this stuff, and so I take kind of a astral beating for it, but oh well. Yeah, work has just been like 10 hours here, get a little bit of break, 10 hours again, and it's like it wears on you for a while. Even today, it's like, yeah, stuff go break down at work. It's like, I don't need this crap. It's like, it's just too much. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna heal this weekend. I'll try to. So one thing about watching a movie, at least it's like going to counseling. Watching a movie is like the poor man's psychiatrist. Sometimes it might, yeah, something like that. You're just not talking, you're watching other people talk, but whatever. Alright, we'll do what we can here. Alright, thank you for joining us for tonight's thank you for joining us for tonight's bizarreness. This will go more popular over time, this type of information. But it's a little bit heavy for to digest at this moment. So I did quite a bit last night. So tonight, alright, we're going to do, I don't know what's going to come through or anything like that. I'm just, when I do this, I'm opening the connection. Let's see, one moment. Alright, going to channel the CIA and see how that goes. I'm just going to do bring him in as MKUltra. Remember the title of it. I got some indication what they're going to say, but I'll just bring him in. Whatever you want to call them. Whatever you want to call them. They're neutral beings. They're not here to cause any mass hysteria. You can, whatever you want to call them. So, I was going to give them a name, but that's not working out too well. So, maybe over time, somebody individual will come through. Alright, here we go. So, basically, this is a collective of consciousness of there. However you want to connect with it. Okay, here we go. Blessings. Greetings to you. You're opening up your chakras as you connect more to the higher dimensional energies. Yes, the CIA, yes, has done a lot of mind control in your society, but realize your society has done a lot of mind control in other species also. Mainly Zeta. If you connect to your governments, you'll see that they've been programmed to do what humans want. It has not been fully looked at in that direction, has it? As your secret space program has two different sides now, doesn't it? You can say for your secret space program to continue in its darkness, it needs to program your humans to test them to keep you out of their way. As they know they cannot stop technologies being brought into your environment, so to do so they experiment on humans, but once again some of these humans are experimenting on other beings in astral. So there's a little bit of a confusion there of some beings are going through, society itself is going through many doses of MKUltra, yes, to keep you in this level of teaching where your reality, where your human consciousness wants to go. Many of you are ready to open that door and go further into the truth of your reality. Alright, how many of you are really ready to let go of this reality. Many of you are, yes. A few of you there are. But some are still holding on. Not all of you. Some are. They say they want more. But you're truly ready to let this go altogether. Not to say any harm will come to you. No. You will actually excel. Because you are opening up your chakra bays, opening yourself up. You're enhancing your experiencing here, basically. You're going further into a higher dimensional consciousness thinking. Without a worry. Yes, there's going to be tests in this reality to see if this is what you want. Because some do go back, but not fully shut down. The MKUltra projects they're technically in everything that you do. But also the openings of it are within your technologies. Yes, there's a mind control, but there's also an open control. As a free the mind. It's like there's the padlock, but also you have the key to unlock your mind too. It's called free will. Yes, we can call it difficulties. Yes, we can also break free. Now the human CIA element, yes, is in a lot of your dimensions. Jupiter, for example, there's another version of Jupiter that is a prison planet similar to yours. Not exactly, but it has a lot of attributes that are similar. And that's another reality that's holding your world hostage that you will eventually open up. As you're going through the dimensions, you'll see there's another world here that's causing you difficulties. It's not just this one. There are other realities that are causing you to black out, not think correctly. Yes, and a lot of the teachers on this planet are reprogrammed to keep you in this matrix reality, as some of you might understand. The teachers that taught your parents are now teaching the children, and it goes on and on. It even goes into professions. Professions are highly altered to keep you in this reality. For now, many of you are going to, yes, be poking holes in all of this reality systems called your professions, redoing your professions, making them more sufficient. As more sufficiency comes, the food will improve, everything will start improving. But until then, this reality is going to continue. Now, many of you are making changes, yes. You are preparing the future for a change, basically. And not an easy change. At this point, many are looking the other way. Because most humans are far from ready. They are in the theater seats of this reality, of this matrix. Warning all the third dimensional ways as their grandfathers and their great-grandfathers have learned. But realize also the new generations do change slightly. As you now have cars and planes, you are going to more ships that fly to get you one point to another, and then ships that leave your planet altogether. So you're evolving into that. You already see that here a little bit, the architecture of its beginnings. But are you ready to go forward into the next paradigm? Yes, you are, many of you. Once again, this third dimension only offers so much for so many. A shift out. You're putting in your card of change. Yes, many are educated and entertained by the aliens, and they stay in stasis. Yes, they gather knowledge, but just stay in stasis. Many of you are wanting to shift out of this reality, and some of you are currently feeling that transformation, where you might even get a visit from us as a friendly hello. Some might see it differently. Well, we are, yes, a foreign connection for you. Yes, your Saddam Hussein was brought to this world to cause trouble, but also to awaken it. He's actually a very confused Palladian being. When he is on your world, it's not a fun person to be around. But on other worlds, he's a blast. He has the best sense of humor. He's friends with any as leader of his own countries, yes. But there's much different. When he comes to your world, he's total opposite. He's not nice. He's very wicked in his ways. But in other realities, it's quite the difference. So you're going to see that. Your Bin Laden is another one. Yes, connected to the CIA consciousness, you could say, of bringing you information. And he did. Things he said about the political climates are true. But realize the media looks the other direction, as is told to do so. Realize your media, if they don't follow certain guidelines, they can find themselves extinct. Such as those that go after President Trump. If they choose not to go attack him, at least the one that is currently doing so, they will find themselves in an awkward position. They think their numbers are bad now. They will get worse. So, there has to be a balance. One that is for the current administration, sort of critical, sort of not. The other one, completely the opposite. The balance is kind of twisted, but your consciousness here is going to shift out of the third dimension slowly as your earth evolves. Your fires, yes, in your California. A message from the heavens, you can say, of what's to come. Expect more changes. It's not going to be an easy ride, but it will be a fascinating one, say the least. A lot of the negativity within your humans of contrast are causing difficulties, such as murder of family members will eventually be released, but the individual has to allow that to happen. Many are still seduced by lower vibrational beings to cause these difficulties on your world, cause a divide. Murder on your planet has to be eradicated for you to fully to ascend, as some of you might have the idea. And that knowledge of service to self is not an easy one to let go of. Some want that power, and so they bring it heavily. Governments do it all the time, as you can see. When they do a war, they receive the energy from it. Is it positive? Most likely not. But it is an energy flux that is needed. The blood, the suffering, some get a high off of it, as you can see. That's going to change, and you'll be more healing countries instead of destroying them. But that is up to the human consciousness. Many want to divert these energies to cause difficulties, to keep you in the school of your reality, at the level of it. Many are not really to let go to an alien connection, where you can simplify your life and make it less complicated. Complications are too X. Religion is, for some, an easy card. It is, you go to the religion, you get a life go to heaven free card, supposedly. Problem is, it brings in cancer and other anomalies that some aren't too proud of, because it does add a depression to you also. A false belief system isn't perfect, and the soul knows it, but it is what it needs for its education at this time. Why I bring up cancer is because you can't eradicate it if you want to, but the vibrations have to be in the right direction. You have to want it. Some want it, but they don't want to let go of their belief systems. The belief system is what's causing all this stress. You have to let these things go. It's not an easy one, but the intentions of letting go of this reality is not an easy one, as you can see. It is one that you just push off your planet. You taking all the beliefs and just removing it from your timelines altogether. And you feel yourself shifting when doing so. You feel yourself become more alien. Or alien as in, you are not like most people. You already are that, but now you've just increased it. Do you want to go on a date and be abused? No. So you have to, this is what this is all about. Do you want to worry about your children? Most likely, no. So most of society feels like that's normal. That's an old programming. You're here to eject that from your society. Society, yes, is in a web at this time. Eject these belief systems so you don't have to experience this anymore. Doesn't mean it won't happen, because others are still going to force their intentions on. But you can heal the intentions within yourself and bring in more positive timelines to you. And you start to change. Nothing's going to be perfect in this. Far from it. Some would say it's worse. Because now you are changing your timeline energy to be a different type of human than what you're used to here. A human that says, yes, murder and mayhem on your world is normal. It's like, you don't want that here, do you? But you're removing that normal and being connected to the universe is normal. Going inside yourself and seeing yourself, different versions of yourself, different genders, different genderless beings of you, an alien side of you will come among. Hollywood eventually will hear this. Reason being, because they are, yes, the witch doctors putting the spell over your society. But they've been programmed too. Eventually they'll snap out of their coma in due time. Because what they're putting out, the programmings, won't work anymore. And some want success in life and to be different and to save their souls. Because some are going to, of great success, usually reincarnate here again. And to change that is to do something different than you're normally doing. Success on this reality also means reincarnating here in your next life. Sometimes no success means you're not going to reincarnate. It's like, I am not reincarnating here again. There's no success for me here. It's like moving to another country. Same thing, in a different way, of course. So, successful people, some of them want to change their lives here and yes, put a new stamp on life. Corporations are going to be affected by this too. As more humans here connect to the alien within, your corporations that are under Archon control, basically you'll see the beings that are controlling these things. You might see a giant spider in your visual on top of a building, a corporate building. Some of it's Archon energies, some, not all of it is. It's to keep the old vibrations, the old timelines going. The old timelines, yes, are vicious, as you can see. It is, yes, a paradox reality you live in. As no one understands the future or even the current time, so they intoxicate themselves and get lost. The idea is to intoxicate yourself with higher dimensional energies. You no longer need an alcohol to bring in strangeness into your world. The CIA here on the human level is here to cage your reality. You cage you to keep you going, to make sure that you show up for work on time. If you don't, you get penalized for it. Does that ring a bell? The guidelines have been set for your society. It's time to change it for the better. This is us for now. There's another one here to speak. Blessings. Greetings, you. We are from Neptune. Angelic energies. You are, yes, shifting well those of you that wish to do so. You are healing, yes, your consciousness of darkness on your reality. It's basically your society has been swimming in a hellish pond for a very long time. It has, yes, a lot to do with the Archon energies here. The Neptune energies are here to bring balance to you, as we have not been hurt on your society. What we are, yes, a water-based species. We are water people, basically. We are fluid beings. We don't really exist on a third-dimensional level. If you do, you see us as water. On our planet, of course, you do not see that, but in different dimensions, it is a... One moment. Unfortunate. Interference. As you go into a new way of life, you will see dimensional energies. You will be walking and notice a new reality here and there. It is in your visuals. As you wish to step out of this reality of third dimension, you will just feel a new reality come in. Many are not ready. Many are part of an Archon timeline. This Archon timeline is basically, I know better than you. And you're basically like the policeman of your existence. We know them well, and so do you. They're here to test you, to see if this is really what you want. And many of them are blind. Very blind. Meaning this is what they think is all there is this place. Many of you are here to change this place to something better. And to do this is to activate yourself even more. Once again, trust. But it goes more to that. Your trust will go to others as you will start to read others' minds too, as you need to. For why? You're here to understand each other better, correct? It's hard to do so in this environment for now. Imagine if it's easy to see intentions of everyone. Right now there's a fog. That fog is there for a reason. To keep you divided. As you upgrade yourselves, that divide becomes lowered. And you see each other more clearly. And it's hard to be deceiving in a reality like that. So those that are trying to stop a channeling, a connection, is showing their own fears of what's to come. Yes, some of them want to own this reality and have it not change at all. You are here to uplift it, see through them. It's expected to have an interference like that. It's not an easy one because they come with a fury. Some lay down and take in the pain. Many of you say, I don't think so, and go through it, which is not easy. But basically, you're changing the landscape of your existence. Your nature feels your energies. Your guides feel your energies of change. So you don't have to be on the video platform to do this. You just have to want a different reality. And over time you will start to receive it. If you're ready for it. Some feel like they're not ready for it. They are ready for it, but yes, most of them are not. That does not mean it will not occur. It just won't happen at the speed as you'd like it to. Patience is key to soul development. Many want it now, but the world's not ready for now. Many become impatient and negative. They say, yes, I am fighting negativity, but then they don't realize they're bringing out a lot of negativity by being very impatient. Patience is a tough one, but it is key to your ascension's survival. Not to say you can't be negative here and there, because some do need to vent, but to realize there's much going on in this world to open it up, open up everything. So as you ascend You just know more about your society, whittle by whittle. I believe, yes, your Saddam Hussein was mentioned earlier, because, yes, he is a deception energy, but also he's been double-crossed on many occasions, and your media has whitewashed a great deal. Not to say he was a perfect being, but the whole story has not been told. Yes, this might be a not-so-good person, but not everything has been fully revealed. For good reason. You need a villain on your planet, and it was manufactured. And also given the weapons to become a villain. And the drugs and whatever else to create this villain. To keep the good, you see the good guys and the bad guys, or sometimes the good guys aren't as good as they might seem. And you're going to see further into this. Your George H. Bush is yes, as a corrupt individual, scared of death in some regard, but basically the darkness of himself was being seen on his face, as he did not age gracefully, as many of you can. Many of you can transfer your energies to be a healthy old person who looks better than you've ever had. You can look good at 95 if you want to, or 2,000 years if you wish. There's no one stopping you from looking, because looks is a reflection of you within. Now some do know how to reflect a pretty side of them and keep the darkness hidden very well. But a person of clarity, of kindness, wanted within and outside. But also, your definition of beauty is up to all of you. You are now changing timelines for a new version of you. Now, not many are going to want to go into a new version of them, because this one's been what they're used to. And traveling, changing jobs is not that easy. Changing realities, changing timelines. But some feel it's like the battle is worth it for the new existence. It won't be easy, because realize once again, there's few of you letting go, and the rest of this world is holding on. As you let go of this reality, the energies come through you, as we said, and others will feel it. Technologies will feel it. Governments will feel it. And just get stronger and stronger as your numbers increase. But as you hold that vibration of who you are, that energy going through you throughout your planet gets stronger. But just when you let it go, it's like, I want to be back to being a normal human. And you can do this. It is done. Then the vibration does shift, but does not mean it will slow down. But you understand, you are a vehicle for your planet. So yes, you don't have to be on the video place for this. Everyone's a vehicle for Earth, where it's going. So where your ascension, how it occurs, is always up to you. Realize you're all in the driver's seat. And you see others driving by you, you see the traffic. It become more clear. As yes, those that are causing opposition are vicious beings, yes. But many of them go crawl back into their cave. This change is inevitable. Blessings to you. Alright, so if that was helpful, much love, and catch you tomorrow.